Good evening. Welcome to Pottsville Apache football on the road to Haskell to take on Haskell Harmony Grove's Cardinals tonight. One of the few times I will be rooting against a team called the Cardinals as we open up conference play this evening. Coach Brian Russ, thank you for joining us after a tough week of practice, I'm sure. Last week's game, one of the strangest I've ever been involved in broadcasting. 2 long lightning delays, and how do you keep a team motivated after something like that?
Well, it was tough. It was just kind of one of those tough nights, and that's kind of one of the things we talked about. We played quite a few young guys, and staying focused through that. And I think some of them were probably hungry and tired and wet and cold and hot, and I think just a mixture of everything. And again, we kind of went back and forth on whether to cancel it, and just kept going back and forth, and with all the talks and things like that. And so it was a crazy night for everybody, but at the same time, we were right in the middle of the game. We kind of went down 6-0, let them have a couple big plays, and they scored, and then we go on like an 18-play 64-yard drive.
Impressive,
can't get in the end zone. And even then, I thought we were still playing tough, but gave up another third and long play and get to midfield. But we come out, then boom, we break and come back out after that break, and it's 4th and 6, and we get a big stop. And I'm thinking, here we go. And felt like we had a little momentum shift. And the second play of that drive, we fumble it on about the 25, and they go up. And like I said, I think the kids were still playing hard, but man, just every time we made a turn or something happened, we just could not get it done. And offensively, we really started struggling, and just didn't have any answers at that point. And I think we just kind of sunk and gave in a little bit. And I was really upset, but at the same time, I kind of understood. Kids just losing focus, things like that. And again, it's the big thing we talked about this week was, my job as a head coach is trying to prepare us for conference, and going into it, knowing Elkins was going to be really good, knowing Dardanelle was going to be really good. We wanted to play good competition because, if you're just playing people that you can beat, it just doesn't do you any good. And I felt like both teams we played this year, I felt like we could have played with both of them, but we didn't. And the factors that went into that are all things that we, again, are reestablishing every week and trying to get better at, because we know that's our weaknesses.
In fact, I was going to ask, what was it you kind of stressed in practice this week after such a weird game with Dardanelle? What were your goals in practice this week?
I think the biggest thing was all our small things. Like for example, it's a lot of intricacies that you don't really think about. And kids, once you're in the game, you don't really think about.
They have to be automatic,
right? Yeah. They have to be automatic stuff. As far as our splits, whenever we're ripping under, when we run our read plays, if you're stepping inside, too far, you're allowing the guy that's on you, the guy we may be reading for the option, that much more space and that much more time to get there a lot quicker than he would have if we do it correctly. Also, like our fullback, a few times we're lined up at 6 yards. We need to be at 4 yards with our heels, and just stuff like that. Just all little intricacies that can get away from you when you're in the middle of a game like that and things aren't going right. That's the stuff you got to fall back on as you're training and doing those things right, because just one little slip up, there were several times during the game, and that was the thing we really focused on was, it's one guy every time slipping a block, going, taking the wrong step, and again, that's what it's all about. And at some point we're going to start clicking and everything's going to be right. But right now we're still struggling with, so we're going back to the basics and just working on all the intricacies of what we do.
Yeah, I mean, you think, well, what difference does it make 6 yards, 4 yards? Well, that 2 yards in the backfield, that gives that defender, or gives a couple of defenders a couple of extra steps to react.
That's right.
You know, if he hits the line 2 steps sooner, he's got a hole.
That's right.
All right. But you're not reteaching things. You're just reinforcing what they already know.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, it's the same stuff we've been doing for a while. You know, we're on the hose. We're on, you know, just doing that stuff and just reiterate, hey, remember when this worked, this is why that worked. You know, why this didn't work. You know, there were a couple times Dardanelle really did a good job with their nines. You know, anytime we tried to run our sweep, you know, they're flying out. You know, they're flying out. They're keeping contained, making us they're stringing it out. Well, that's part we've worked on it, you know, whenever that happened. But this is the first time we've really seen do that. And so whenever they do that, our back has to cut inside it quick. You know, and our guard has to turn and he picks up backer. Well, it's set up several times, but we don't do it. We just keep stringing it out. And so, you know, again, that's one of those things where they know what to do. We've been over it, but the first time we've seen it live action this year, where, you know, it's evident. So we have to pick that stuff up and understand it and hit it a little bit quicker.
2-0 Haskell Harmony Grove tonight. Start of conference play. Those guys got to be flying pretty high with their start.
Oh, absolutely. They play really hard, kind of throwing on the tape, and they run the diamond tee, and you know, we've seen it for years and years. You know, with us doing it, you know, and they're even more maybe simplistic than we were. You know, I think they've run in like 3 or 4 plays, and you know, they don't do a ton, but they come at you and they get after you.
Yeah, this seems like their coaching staff has a philosophy of, we're not going to do a whole lot of different stuff, but we're going to do what we do really well.
That's right. They hit the hole hard, and you know, and again, you know, with our, you know, preparing, you know, I think he rolls in like 6 or 7 different backs. You know, he just keeps them rolling in, trying to keep them fresh and trying to work them in. But they do have about 8 guys that play on both sides of the ball. So, you know, they're a team that really scares you, because once they get it, you know, if you don't hold them, they're going to keep the ball and they're going to keep controlling it. And, you know, they haven't shown the big play ability, but, you know, they've got a couple guys that can run.
Look like they really like to go straight ahead. It doesn't look like they're really interested in going wide a whole bunch.
No, we haven't seen any really option stuff, things like that you generally see out of the diamond tee. It's basically just dives, power O, a little bit of trap, inside trap with the halfback, and that's pretty much it.
Defensively, they seem to have some pretty good size along the defensive line. I don't know how well they pursue to the ball, though.
Yeah, they attack, but they're trying to kind of get upfield and stuff. So again, I'm sure they'll have a different plan for us. You know, but you know, they're similar to what we've seen, especially with Dardanelle with their same scheme. I don't know if they'll do it exactly the same, but scheme-wise, very similar to Dardanelle.
Sure seemed like the video I saw of the Cardinals, a lot of times they leave that, what's it called, the A gap, the gap right in front of the center. Seems like they leave that almost open, not put anybody over the nose. Can we just go straight ahead on that?
Well, yeah, we definitely have some plays for that, and our midline and our midline or mid-triple and things like that. So they're going to run 1s and 3s, so they're going to be, you know, either in the gap on one side and outside of the guard on the other. You know, so we'll definitely have that ability, but at the same time, we can run, you know, option to either side, and we can run inside veer, outside veer, you know, a lot of things. So it's just us doing it right. It's a big thing.
And we'll accept that as a thing we need to watch for. Good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm Stephen Glenn. Brother Jim Huffman back with us this week, and we'll come back to Haskell with more on tonight's football game. You are with the exclusive home of Pottsville Apache football, the RSN. Welcome to Haskell Harmony Grove. My first visit here. I'm Stephen Glenn. Good evening. We are now live on the Arkansas Sports Network. Brother Jim Huffman rejoins us this week after being away on assignment last week. And Brother Jim, what do you think of our visit to Harmony Grove?
Well, Steve, it was really a short trip because Justin, our producer, he actually directed us the back roads, and so it seemed like we got here in no time. The biggest disappointment was we didn't know we were going to come out beside Olive Garden.
Yeah, we didn't time that so good, did we? Well, I did the driving, so I'll take the blame for that. You can kind of throw that one on me. Well, I know you hated missing the ball game in Dardanelle last week. It was a difficult game. I think the lightning delay caused more problems than it probably helped by going ahead and playing the game. If you heard Coach Rust on the pregame show, he said, well, you've got to learn to overcome those sorts of things, and that's true, you do. But, you start the game half an hour late, and then you have another 45-minute, almost an hour rain delay right in the middle of the second quarter. That would have to be tough.
Yeah, Steve, any time the game of football is delayed for anything, it does take a toll on the players because they get, they're fired up, they got the adrenaline flowing, and if you stop that and you have to wait for any length of time, and I know last week as we were traveling down to Texas, I was watching or listening to the broadcast, and unfortunately, y'all guys kept going in and out because of all the delays, and I finally lost it. But I know it was a tough loss for our Pottsville Apaches. But the good news is, that was last week. This is a brand new day. And, Steve, sun's going down behind the trees here at Haskell Harmony Grove. They got a beautiful field. We got a good group of fans that's coming up from Pottsville. And so the Haskell side, they are full. The Pottsville side is filling up. It's going to be a great night for football, Steve.
The band has arrived. I am told that they will come out and perform in this ball game. They had plans of doing the same at the Dardanelle ball game, but lightning and rain pretty much took care of that. I don't think I'd want to play a reed instrument real badly while rain is pouring down upon me. We still got about 3 minutes or so to go until kickoff of tonight's game. We want to say a great big humongous thank you to all of our sponsors, including Heirloom Legal, Cole Construction, McNeely Plumbing, Dr. K Dentistry, Point S Tire, Diamond Ridge Construction, Mayhand Appraisal, and Tyson Foods, who sponsors the network-wide Player of the Week. We appreciate all of our sponsors. They are who makes this possible and allows us to come down here, broadcast a wonderful ball game for you, and enjoy a delicious Cardinal Burger.
Yeah, I love Cardinal Burger. Man, those were very good. Cardinal Burger, really, it don't taste like chicken. It tastes more like beef.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit.
Outstanding. All right, well, we have the captains for both teams meeting at midfield. Looks like the white hat is going to tell us who actually won the toss. Looks like the Apaches won, and they are going to take the football.
All right.
And I understand Arkansas Tech University has joined our fine group of sponsors, my alma mater.
Hey.
ATU Wonder Boy class of 96.
Yes, go Wonder Boys.
Yep, I had Golden Suns. I had a good time there. While we welcome Arkansas Tech as a sponsor, I got my alumni newsletter magazine earlier this week, and they are initiating an Arkansas Tech Athletic Hall of Fame. And I looked at some of the names on the Hall of Fame, and it was just, I came here. I originally was doing broadcasts for the Cyclones and then Arkansas Tech. Also spent a few years as the PA voice for the Wonder Boys and Golden Suns. And it just absolutely amazed me how many names of people I got to work with who will be in that initial inauguration class. Wow. Some of the names I knew, and then some of the names that I actually had broadcast their games or had introduced or called their game from the public address system. Maxie Mathis, Stephanie Strack. Oh, it just goes on and on. Noel Tugwell, who was an outstanding tight end. I had forgotten about him till I saw him on the list. Boy, he could catch a football about anywhere you threw it near him. He was really good. It was just an honor, a privilege to be, of course, Don Sevier in that class. Yeah. And Don Sevier had to use his coaching voice more than once on a young wild child PA announcer. Kind of helped guide me a little bit. I learned an awful lot from Coach Sevier, and I was a blessing to know him.
They had a great punter too, Steve, by the name of Kelly Davis.
Kelly Davis was in that initial class.
Yeah, I tell you what, Kelly Davis, one fine gentleman, and I know he's been associated with Arkansas Tech for a long time. Good friend, and so Kelly, if you're listening, and also broadcast.
That's true. Yeah, Kelly Davis and Sam Strasner doing the Arkansas Tech football games. How long was Kelly Davis an official? Wasn't he
was official for a long time. I think Kelly Davis has been around since I played, and he threw flags on me. So no, actually, Kelly and I were close to the same age, but just a great punter for the Arkansas Tech.
I was an All-American punter,
an All-American punter back in the day, and just a greater guy. I'm telling you, you can't beat Kelly Davis.
Was he one of Sam Heinzman's boys?
I believe so.
See, I think Houston Townsend, the middle grades principal at Pottsville, played on those teams as well.
Yeah. Harold Stillman.
That's right.
Harold Stillman.
Coach Steelman. Yep. All right, Arkansas football for you tonight on a Friday night. The Apaches will take the initial possession, assuming the Cardinals do not onside kick. And this will be one of the few times in my life you will not hear me cheering wildly for the Cardinals, although I do like the red over black unis that Haskell Harmony Grove wears.
So, Steve, do you think we'll hear you say Pujols tonight?
Yeah, you might.
Yeah.
You might hear a Jack Buckism every now and then, although that's pretty normal for me. The kicker for the Cardinals, Luke McCormick, he will hit the ball on about the 40-yard line. This is an artificial turf field. McCormick with not a long run up, but a nice high kick. Comes to the near side. Stevenson takes it for the Apaches. His return crosses the 35, has running room to the 45, to the 46-yard line. Good blocking right up the gut. Harmony Grove in special teams tackle made by Justin Washington. He's also one of their featured running backs.
Yeah, Stevenson did a great job that time, Steve, on that return.
Pottsville's offensive line, Alex Moats, along with Cameron Teeter, leading the offense onto the field. Eli Nason, the quarterback. Jackson Furr comes wide to the near side. He had a couple of catches against Dardanelle, looked really good doing it. Motion man comes right to left out of the tee, and a whistle blows right at the exchange, which probably is not a good sign. No, it's against the Cardinals. Offside against the Cardinals called. Pretty good blocking by Charlie Garon on the inside of the Pottsville offensive line, and he might have been blocking against someone who was lined up offsides.
You know, Steve, if that would have been in NFL, I believe they would let that play go, wouldn't they?
I think so, actually. Yeah, I sure do. So the new line of scrimmage will be the 49 of the Cardinals. We're a little bit off the center of the field. Quick give on a power play to the right side. Gets down to the 47-yard line. Bryson Villarreal, the ball carrier. He's going to pick up 2. Second down and a long 3.
Yeah, I look for Billy Real to have a good night tonight, that downhill running style that he has, and he's very quick, powerful.
I suspect we will be one of the first games done tonight because both teams run the football. Motion man left to right out of the flex tee. Toss sweep coming to the near side. Fighting close to first down yardage for the Apaches is Nico Ibarra. This is going to depend on the spot, but then again, doesn't it always? Ooh, and not a favorable spot for the Apaches.
Oh, wow.
It'll be marked at the 44, but the white hat says that's a first down.
Hey, we'll take it, Steve.
Heirloom Legal bringing you that first Apache first down.
I believe he got it about the size of a Haskell burger.
Those were good, weren't they?
Yeah, well, Steve, they were fantastic.
So the line of scrimmage is the 44-yard line. Base 50 defense, I believe, is what this is called. 2 deep secondary. Give is a play right up the middle, and a good job clogging up the inside by the Cardinals. Big number 71, Gabe Wilmoth, is their big run stopper in the middle. And, boy, he gave no ground at all that time.
Boy, he didn't, Steve, and he's a good-looking athlete out there, big number 71, Wilmoth.
While we were crossing with Burgers, he walked by us, and he looks like he's a good head and a half taller than I am, and I'm not short. Wide to the left, Carter Gittinger for the Apaches. Second and long. Motion in 2 directions. Counter give coming right to left. Has running room. Ibarra race to the end zone. He's at the 10, the 5. Going to get drugged down just inside the 5-yard line as the play was tracked down by Justin Washington. But that's going to be another Heirloom Legal first down.
Yeah, borrowed that time. Rumbling, stumbling, and it was all downhill running. He was 1 tackle from taking that one to the house.
Looks like they're going to spot him down short of the 5. I was a little generous. They spot him down at the 7. So a 37-yard pickup by Ibarra on the carry will bring up first and goal to go for the Apaches from the 7. Villarreal, the fullback in the backfield. He's got 2 wings. Step back from the line of scrimmage. Motion left to right. They give it to Villarreal. He steps over the 5 and then gets stoned right at the 4-yard line. Big hit by the linebacking core of the Cardinals. I believe the first hit was Coda Garner, number 58.
Steve, I had to do a double take. I thought maybe we were at West Fork. I'm hearing a lot of cowbells.
Yeah, a lot of cowbells. Well, we haven't heard those in a while.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Well, they were playing Don't Fear the Reaper earlier, so that, of course, means more cowbell.
That's it.
And on cue. Second and goal to go. Ball is just inside the 5. Eli Nason up under center. Villarreal, the fullback, they're going to give it to him. He's going to try a gap on the right side. Got to the 2, and just as he was trying to get into the end zone, he gets stacked up on the inside. They're going to mark him inside the 1.
Yeah, Steve, I'm pretty sure they worked on this play last week when I was listening to your broadcast. They had it on the 1-yard line, and they failed to punch it in, so I bet they're going to punch this one in.
Gittinger goes wide to the left. Again, the flex tee with Villarreal. Quick snap. Nason goes straight ahead. I didn't see a lot of penetration on the line. Pottsville says it's a touchdown, but I haven't seen anybody in a striped shirt say that. Now they're going to stop him short.
Wow.
That official on the near side, the linesman there, has his foot right on the goal line. That's going to bring up 4th and goal, and the Apaches are going to go for it.
Wow. Here we go, Steve.
We'll see if we stay with power dead straight ahead. Flex T in the backfield. Atkins and Villarreal. Nason keeps it, goes forward, pushes his way into the end zone. It is a touchdown for the Pottsville Apaches.
Wow. What an impressive drive, Steve. And I'm going to tell you what, of course, it was led by a bar that time, but, man, what a great score for the Apaches.
That was a Roy's Heating and Air touchdown to get the Apaches on the board. That breaks a 6-quarter scoring drought for Pottsville. Kicker for the Apaches is Charlie Garon. Holder for Pottsville is Tyler Davis, sure-handed. Kick is going to be blocked, though, by the Cardinals. That play was a little slow, and the Cardinals made him pay for it. I think it was Irvin Guerrero getting in for the block.
I think it was, Steve. Big man.
Yep, big man who can move. So in the first quarter, with 8:35 left to play, Pottsville takes a 6-0 lead, and we're back in 30 seconds.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Initial drive, 8 plays, 51 yards. Eli Nason going in from 1 yard out for the touchdown. Big block by the Cardinals, and it's 6-0 Pottsville with 8:35 to go in the quarter. The kickoff for the Apaches brought to you by Dr. K Dentistry. Here is the run-up. Kick on the way for the Apaches by Brian Sanchez. High short kick taken by the Cardinals. Their return crosses the 30 to the 31-yard line. Pretty good coverage by the Apaches.
Yeah, I think that was Colton Cole that time, number 22, in there on the tackle, Steve.
You saw the same thing I did. I also believe that was Cole. So Harmony Grove will take over 1st and 10. Back at their, just short of the 31-yard line. We'll call it the 31. Their quarterback wears number 11. He is Lane Richardson. They rotate through about 6 different running backs. You'll see Irving Guerrero. You will see Justin Washington. You'll see Peyton Potter. You'll see Hayden Lee out of the Diamond T. And a penalty flag on their first offensive play. We'll see if this was on Pottsville. Offside against the Apaches.
Wow, same play. First play of the scrimmage, we had offsides against Benton Harmony Grove, and same thing happened here on the Apaches.
So the mark-off is 5. We'll move it out to the 36-yard line, or at least my Missouri Learn Math Skills tells me that's where the ball should be when you add 5 yards. Does that look about right?
Looks good.
So from the 36, it'll be 1st and 5. You might think they would take a shot here. I don't think so. They do walk one man up to the line of scrimmage in an H-back spot out of the Diamond T, but they're still going to run straight ahead. Give to the fullback. He crosses the 40 to the 41 to the 42-yard line. That ball carrier was Washington. Oh, excuse me, that was Potter, the ball carrier, as he has a first down at the 42-yard line after a pickup of 6. This is just a good atmosphere for high school football. Lots of fans for both teams. The bands for both teams are here. It's not too hot. Sun setting over the horizon.
Yeah, beautiful night.
Cardinals 1st and 10 at their own 42. Richardson, their quarterback, up under center, and Pottsville jumps into the neutral zone. Hard snap count by an experienced quarterback, and the Apaches bit, and that will cost them 5 yards. Unless somebody was drawn, and I don't think so.
Yeah, the cadence got them.
Yep. That will move the ball to the 47. And again, it's 1st and 5. A lot easier to call plays on 1st and 5. Like in the white road uniforms of the Apaches, they have those new gold helmets with the Apache on one side and the number on the other. Out of the diamond tee, 1st and 5 for the Cardinals at their own 47 on the right hash. And the give is to the right side. That's Guerrero, the ball carrier. He'll get maybe to the 48-yard line. Looks like Jackson Furr came up and run support.
Yep. Furr and I believe Tripp.
Yep,
Price. Was also in there.
We'll call his name a lot, I would think. That pickup is about a yard. Ball spotted at the 48. We're already down to 7:20 left to go in the quarter. Quarterback Lane Richardson sprints on the field with the play call, but still plenty of time. Play clock down to 17. A lot of inside running tonight from both teams. Out of the diamond tee, looks like Potter, the running back on the left side. And Potter's going to get the ball carry on the counter, but the Apache defensive line stacks that up right at the 48 for no gain on the play.
Well, that looked like a tribe of Apaches right there, Steve.
Yep.
I mean, I think everybody was on that tackle.
Tyler Davis got there. Brian Sanchez got there. May have even seen Landon McNeely get there.
I was going to say, Big 33 had his paws in there.
Yep. So that's no gain on the play. Should bring up a 3rd down from the 48. 3rd down and 4. Pottsville with a 6-0 lead. Cardinals now stand the man up on the wing, almost a single wing tee look. They bring him in motion. They're going to give him, and he's going to turn the corner, and he's going to have running room at the 10, the 5. That is Evan Jackson into the end zone for a touchdown. 52-yard touchdown run.
Wow. Well, Steve, that was kind of set up, you know. I mean, you run down the gut, and then you surprise them on a jet sweep, and that's what happened that time.
Yeah, they gave it to the wingman out of the jet sweep. Kicker is going to be Luke McCormick. Richardson the holder. This is an important extra point. Pottsville and Cardinals are tied. The snap is a good one. Hold is good. The kick is on the way, and it is good. So with 6:11 left to go in the first quarter, Cardinals lead it 7-6. We're back in 30 seconds.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Both teams have had the ball once. Both teams with long, impressive drives. Big play by Evan Jackson on the jet sweep. I watched all of the Cardinals game last week. They did not run outside the tackles once.
Wow.
So that was something we had not seen before. Probably the tip-off should have been the fact that they had somebody at a wing spot standing up.
Well, you know, Steve, what happens when you run down the gut? You just keep running it up the middle. Eventually the corner is going to bite in, and that time he bit in because they faked the play up the middle and then the jet sweep.
Yep.
And when they did that, the quarter bit in, and there was nothing you could do besides play chase to the end zone.
Yeah, once Jackson turned the corner on the left side of his offensive line, there was nobody in a white shirt there. So 7-6, hometown Cardinals with a lead. McCormick's kickoff, I think, is going to go out of bounds on the near sideline. Did it get there, or did we field it?
No, they threw the flag, so
Yep.
they'll bring it out to the 35.
Yep, so that'll be a kick out of bounds. That's right on the corner of the field where I have trouble seeing. And if I get up to get over there to look at it, I get within reaching distance of our video producer Justin Smith's nachos, and it's hard to keep my hands out of those. So,
you know, it's nachos. You know, I want you to notice something. You know, he keeps them arm distance. You're talking about stiff arm. He is stiff arming us from those nachos.
yeah, his mama didn't raise no dummy.
Shout out to Brenda. Brenda, if you're listening tonight, your baby boy's doing good, and he's eating nachos.
They do look delicious. So Pottsville has the option of making them kick again, which they will do, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
The Apaches have a different returner back. That's Carter Gittinger, I'm sorry. I got that wrong on the Apache scrimmage at the end of last year and got corrected, so we're trying hard to get it right this time. Carter Gittinger. So the mark-off will move the ball back to the 35. Luke McCormick is the kicker. Gittinger, the middle man in the return. He's going to set up at about the 20. No doubt McCormick has a strong leg. He takes only about a 3-yard run up, but he really hammers the ball when he gets there. In fact, this kick's going to go further than the last one. Going to be taken on the right side of the formation by the Apaches. Return coming up the near side was Dawson Fryer. And got to the 25, I think, and not much further. Well, actually, I'm sorry. That's the 30. That's the 28, isn't it?
Yeah, or 24. Atkins.
Was Atkins the returner?
Yeah.
Okay, I was talking about the line of scrimmage.
I'm sorry, Steve.
Yeah, they're going to mark it at the 29-yard line. That wasn't Fryer. That was Eli Atkins on the return. So first down and 10 for the Apaches on their 24. Cardinals lead it 7-6. We've played half of the first quarter. Eli Nason up under center. Motion goes left to right, and the ball is given to a running back. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, angle to the outside. He'll cross the 25 to the 26-yard line. Not a lot of yards there. I believe that was Atkins, the ball carrier.
Yeah, it was, and then big Jared Sutton, number 59 for the Cardinals, come up with a big stop. He's pretty excited about that tackle.
Let's see. They're going to mark that at the 28. I'm sorry. So the offense started at the 27, lost a yard, back to the 28. Second and 11 for Pottsville. And Nason rolls the offense to the right. Option pitch with running room. Crossing the 30, coming to the outside, Ibarra with speed across the 45 to midfield into Cardinal territory at the 44-yard line. So the Apaches go outside. Tracking the play down was Whit Richardson for the tackle, but that is another heirloom legal first down for the Apaches at the 46.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, Ibarra that time when he got that pitch, he planted that foot, Steve, and he turned downhill. Great run by Ibarra.
First down and 10. 7-6, a 1-point lead for the Cardinals. Pottsville on the near side hash. Let's see if they go back outside again. Now they're going to throw it, but I think Pottsville, well, I'm not sure who moved. Somebody was in the neutral zone. Illegal procedure on Pottsville. Well, that's already the Apache's second penalty tonight.
Yeah.
Kind of hope you have that sort of stuff hammered out by game number 3, don't you?
Yeah, that's one of them words that I remember her coach talking about, discipline.
Yep.
Discipline. You got to know the snap count and don't let anybody trick you.
So from the 49 of the Apaches, it'll be 1st and 15. Now, they were going to throw on first down. See if they stick with the same play. Nason up under center. Play fake, counter give to Atkins. He makes one tackler miss in the backfield. Tries to get away from another, but I think he was grabbed by the face mask, which is why he could not get away from the second tackler as a penalty flag comes flying in. Is that what you saw, Brother Jim?
Yes, sir. That's what, of course, when your head turns backwards, you're going, well, they got his face mask, but they need to make sure it's a personal foul. And
they're going to mark that off 15 yards.
Yeah.
Because that was actually how he made the tackle.
Yeah.
That's almost automatically going to be a 15-yard mark-off. We'll put it down to the 35-yard line of the Cardinals.
And that's a big first down. Is that an heirloom legal first down?
It is an heirloom legal 1st and 10 for the Pottsville Apaches. 4:44 left to go, quarter number 1. 7-6, Cardinals with the lead. Both teams have had the ball a long time when they have possessed it. Carter Gittinger goes wide to the left. Jackson Furr wide to the near side. Flex bone. Nason reads keep it as he turns it upfield. Turned upfield up at the 34, fought his way forward to the 32-yard line. There is a penalty flag in the backfield of the Apaches.
I bet.
They're talking to the Cardinals, so we'll see. Hold is on the Apaches. Ouch. So far, this is the third penalty in a row. We have yet to have anything happen from the line of scrimmage for a while now because of penalties. I'll put it back at the 45-yard line. Still on the plus side of the field. And the official winds the clock. One referee sends a flag flying to the other one. Pretty good throwing arm.
It was.
From the 45, it is a first down and 20 for Pottsville. Counter give comes to the near side. Ibarra has running room at the 40. Cuts it up the middle of the 35, the 30, inside the 20 to the 15 to the 10-yard line. That's going to be an heirloom legal first down for the Pottsville Apaches. And that is in the Point S Tire red zone.
Great call that time by the offensive coordinator for the Pottsville Apaches. And Ibarra once again is being the workhorse and carrying the rock and picking up that first down. On a first and forever, Ibarra picks up the first down.
First and 20, and a counter play picks up a first down and then some. Ball is spotted at the 16-yard line. First down and 10 for the Apaches. On the counter, it's Ibarra again. Again has a hole, gets ahead to the 10, inside the 10 to the 9-yard line where he is tripped up. But a pickup of about 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, he was following the block that time of Alex Mokes, the big number 55 for the Apaches.
Opened up a nice hole on the inside. 3:23 left to go in the first quarter. Eli Nason brings the offense to the line of scrimmage. Pottsville can get a first down without scoring. Motion man comes left to right. Counter give to Bryson Villarreal is stopped in the backfield. Good penetration that time by the defensive line. The PA announcer says the Apache ball carrier hit a wall, and that's about right. Really
yeah, heard that.
Loss of about a yard.
I think that wall's wearing number 71 for the Haskell.
Yeah, I think it was too. I think that was big Gabe Wilmoth who got down there.
He looks like a wall.
Yeah, he does. Gabe the Wall Wilmoth. So this is a third down. 4 to go for the first down. 10 to go for an Apache touchdown. Nason under center, quick count. They're going to give it on the counter. Ibarra steps inside a blocker, gets inside the 4 to the 3 to the 2. He's not going to get into the end zone, but I believe that is going to be another heirloom legal 1st and 10.
Yep, they're dropping the chains over there, Steve, and it's going to bring up short and go.
Yep. 1st and goal to go from the 4. 8th play of the drive coming. Again, out of the flex bone, if you will, the flex tee, I call it. Toss sweep coming to the near side. Nice cutback and into the end zone for the Apaches goes Nico Ibarra from 3 yards out.
Oh, Nico found the goal that time. Big number 25 for the Pottsville Apaches. So far, man, he has really been the spark on this offensive unit.
Hope you enjoyed the Cole Construction replay of the Pottsville Apache touchdown. We appreciate Cole Construction bringing us that touchdown. So we've had 3 possessions total in this game and 3 touchdowns. The Apaches are going to go for 2, trailing 12-7. And Nason's going to roll the pocket to the right. Under pressure, throws over the middle. And it is caught in the end zone. It's good. Nico Ibarra with the catch for the 2-point conversion. And with 2 minutes even to go in quarter number 1, Pottsville leads 14-7. Point S Tire brought to you that red zone touchdown for the Pottsville Apaches. And that touchdown for the Apaches brought to you by Roy's Heating and Air. We're back after this 30-second timeout.
In all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Nice pass completion into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and Pottsville retakes a 14-7 lead.
Well, there we go, Steve. We're back on top, and defense needs to have a good stop here, get the ball back, and let's keep this thing rolling.
Apaches will be kicking. Interesting kick formation. Cardinals only have one man deep. I think that's Potter. Kick coming to the near side. It's a short kick, fair catch called for and made by the Cardinals' Stephen Newton. Smart play by Newton as he's going to give his offense pretty good field position.
Yep, good start. They're on the 35.
Did he say Christian Day caught that? I don't even have him on my roster.
I thought it was number 18. Well, yeah, I guess it's number 18.
Okay, there it is.
I thought
Okay,
it was.
Christian Day. There we go.
Yeah.
So Benton will take over 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Just don't pick up numbers like I used to, Jim. We're not getting any younger, are we?
Well, Steve, my eyes are not much better, I promise you. And you're right, we're not getting younger. But we can eat a cheeseburger with the best of them.
That was a good burger, I'm telling you.
I don't know about nachos down there. Justin's still not. He's still stiff-arming.
1st and 10 Cardinals at their own 35-yard line. They're going to give it to the fullback. Has running room across the 40 to the 42 to the 43-yard line. Guerrero, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Landon McNeely.
Yep.
After a pickup of, 7 yards out to the 42. Both teams really doing well on first down. Minute 34 left to go in quarter number 1. Pottsville leads at 14-7. Again, we have a wing on the formation. This time it's on the left side. That time, and the wing is Justin Washington. We'll see if they give him the ball. They bring him in jet motion. Give is a trap play to the fullback right up the middle, crosses the 45 to the 46-yard line. That time the motion was to just get the attention of the linebackers and try to free them up a little bit before the power give was to Potter, the ball carrier. And that's a first down for Harmony Grove at their own 46-yard line. Wide to the near side is Evan Jackson. I think that may be the first time they put a wide receiver out there. And then this looks like an offset I formation. On 1st and 10 from the 46. They're going to give it to the I back who has running room coming left. Crosses the 50 to the 48, the 47-yard line. That's the first carry of the game for Landon Matthews, number 13.
I believe that's number 6, Brian Sanchez, Steve, coming up in from the linebacker position for the tackle.
Sanchez made the stop. Pickup is basically 5 yards to the Apache 48. Second down and 5. Back to the base offense with one wide out to the near side of the field. That's Day, the wide out on the near side. The give is to the right side of the tee. And that time the ball carrier has very little gain on the play, maybe a yard. Going to bring up third down. Third down at about 3, I believe, as the ball was at the 47-yard line. Pickup is about a yard as we have come to the end of the first quarter. After 1, the Pottsville Apaches leading Harmony Grove 14-7 in Haskell. We're back after this 1-minute timeout.
Depression. Nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Let's go, Dr. K, let's go. Braces are Invisalign, let's go. Let's go, Dr. K, let's go. Trust her as your ortho, let's go. Let's go, Dr. K, let's go.
Thank you, Dr. K Dentistry, for helping bringing you Pottsville Apache football conference game number 1. Jim Huffman and Stephen Glenn in Haskell Harmony Grove. Well, we have the first quarter in the book. Pottsville leads at 14-7. Cardinals on the drive as we flip the field. Third down and a long 2, short 3. They've got to get the ball inside the 45. Pottsville walks the linebacker up. Play comes to the outside, and Jackson's going to turn the corner with room. He gets to the 25, driven out of bounds at the 22-yard line. And once again, the Apaches lose contain on an outside run.
Yeah, that time Jackson, Steve, what he did, he had that little, it's like Avion Bell, how he runs in the NFL. He had a little stutter step, and he started just walking, watching his blockers, and he planted that foot and went outside. And he's got speed, Steve. That guy can get down the field quick.
They're going to mark the ball down at the 25-yard line. The pickup was 22 for the Cardinal 1st and 10. Harmony Grove in the red zone. They have a balanced line. They fake it one way, counter the other. The give is to Irvin Guerrero, and the ball is fumbled, and I think the Apaches might have come up with it.
Who was it?
Pottsville comes up with the fumble. I did not see who came out of there with the football.
Hey, that's what they needed, Steve.
Yep, the defense comes up with a stand.
Hey, yeah, you can bend, but just don't break. And that time, man, they didn't break, man. They got the big turnover.
So the fumble recovered by the Apache defense. I'm sorry, I did not see who came up with it, but the Apaches will have the ball 1st and 10. They will start in their own territory at the just short of the 21-yard line. Pottsville leads at 14-7, 11:30 to go to the halftime break. Pottsville sends 2 wideouts to the wide side of the field. Nason up under center with 2 backs in the backfield. Nason on the keeper, turns it up behind one of the lead blockers. He'll cross the 34. The 24 to, they stop him right at the 24. So Nason will pick up 3 yards. Pottsville trying to create some mismatches with the formation. 11:05 to go in the half.
I think Harmony Grove, they're probably going to keep an eye on number 25, Abarro, because he has been the workhorse for the Apaches.
The center, Jarly Garan, leads the offensive line to the line of scrimmage for the 2nd down and 6. And we have a penalty as the flag is thrown as the play starts. Pottsville with another penalty.
Oh, wow.
What is that, their 4th?
Yeah, he said it was motion, and I don't know. Abarro went in motion, but or he said it was a false start, but I don't know if he took a step back. But to me, it looked like a clean play.
The ball will move back to the 19-yard line.
But I'm up here, they're down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably have a little better view than we do. We've got an Auburn fan standing up in front of us here at the press box. Makes it a little hard to watch.
Yeah, he's got me up. About to tell him, hey, guys, sit down.
2nd down and long for the Apaches. Ibarra comes in motion. He's going to get the toss sweep. Turns the corner across the 25. Still fighting for yards to the 27. Looks like they're going to mark him down right at the 27.
Yeah, bring up 3rd and short, though, Steve. I mean, that was a good run.
Or at least 3rd and shorter. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5. Don't know that I would call this 4-down territory, depending on what happens on this play. Appreciate having you along on a Football Friday night on the Arkansas Sports Network, their exclusive home for Apache football. Ball is on the right hash. That makes wide side left. That's the side Jackson Furr splits out to. Nason up under center on the 3rd and 5. Nason's going to keep it himself, tosses it to Ibarra. He's going to turn the corner, get to the 30-yard line, crosses the 30 to the 32, and if that's the marking, that is going to be good enough for they say move it. That's an heirloom legal 1st down for the Apaches. That was a big pickup.
Hey, listen, I just want to say call your attorney and let's go get another 1st down.
That was to the 32-yard line. Needed 5, got that, and then maybe a little more. Pottsville would love nothing more than to tick off all of the time in the first half and step into the end zone as time expires. Apaches lead at 14-7. Motion man right to left for the toss sweep coming to the near side with blockers. Turning it up the field at the 35 to the 37. to the 38-yard line was Eli Atkins, the ball carrier. Guess who? Gabe Wilmoth on the stop. All pursuing the play to the sideline from his defensive end position.
Wilmoth, Steve, honest goodness, I'm just not saying it to kind of blow smoke, but that guy right there, he's next level kind of player.
Yeah, he's something else. There's no doubt about that. If he's not being recruited by a college, he should be.
Yeah, he's a good one.
2nd down and 5 for the Apaches at their own 37. Nason reads it, follows the lead block of the fullback, breaks into open field at the 45, powers ahead to midfield, and that's going to be another Heirloom Legal 1st and 10. Eli Nason read that one perfectly.
Yeah, Steve, I don't know if that was an RPO or not, but he saw something there, so he went ahead and took it and ran with it. I don't know if it was a busted play, but anyway, 1st down for the Apaches.
They run this. I think that's the 3rd time I've seen it so far. What they do is they fake the give straight ahead. They fake the power, and then Nason just turns around, looks at the pitch man, but he's following that lead blocker, the power give all the way, following him up the middle. I don't think that's an RPO. I think that's designed to run the whole way.
Well, it's good.
Trips to the right, one wide out to the left. Give it to the fullback. That's Villarreal. He got hit initially at midfield, surged forward into Cardinal territory, and then driven back. Let me see where the guy in the striped shirt spots it.
Yeah, I'm
spotted at the 49.
Villarreal, number 7. I'm going to tell you what, man, he's a tough kid. Man, he's got some tough running tonight, but great athlete and just good hard run that time at number 7.
Well, and Villarreal is that lead blocker on that play. When Nason turns and follows him over the right guard, that's Villarreal that's leading the play. 2nd down and 9 for the Apaches. This is an interesting formation. Have a man lined up and then bring him in motion just off the line of scrimmage. Nason, the keeper, tosses it to Ibarra. He turns the corner at the 48, gets to the 47. A penalty flag comes flying in.
Yeah.
Not sure the call here. I think I saw the official point toward the Apache side. That may be a hold.
Yeah.
Yep. What is that, the 5th penalty for Pottsville?
I believe
the 6th?
I think it's number 6, Steve, but
ouch.
Things like that get us.
It's going to negate a pretty good pickup, and it's going to put us behind the chains again. That's not a term I really care for, but it does apply here.
Yeah.
From the spot of the foul, the mark-off takes it all the way back into Apache territory at the 40.
Well, I haven't heard you say it this year, but things that make you go,
ouch, and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, 2nd and long. Hey, skinny post. Why not?
Skinny post.
Yeah.
Where's McNeely? I don't think. Yeah, well, actually, McNeely's coming out wide to the near side.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, we might have called it, Steve.
Wouldn't be a skinny post, but it would be a post route from here. And we've got a motion man that comes in motion for Pottsville, and a penalty flag flies. I think it was the Cardinals jumping.
Yeah, it was, Steve. They encroachment or offsides or
something nefarious by the team in red.
Yeah.
I may need another burger.
I need another burger, too.
So the penalty will move the ball to the Apache 46 from the 41. Under 7 minutes to play in the first half of this game. Back to pass is Nason. Has a man. Stevenson complete on the near side on the screen. Crosses the 50 into Cardinal territory. Inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. Quick hitting flanker screen is good enough for another Heirloom Legal 1st down for the Apaches.
I don't know, Steve. I think he's short. I think they're going to call it 3rd down.
Oh, they drove him out of bounds.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did, Steven. So it's going to bring up 3rd. Well, it's 3rd and manageable. It's 3rd and short now.
Well, I sure thought he got inside the 40.
Well, I thought he did too, but.
Well, it's at the plus 43. So my apologies. Wow.
But I think you're right. I think he stepped out of bounds, and that's what pushed it ball back just a little bit, but bringing up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. Again, kind of a wing lined up. Ball is at the 44, and the play is stopped for another penalty flag, another illegal procedure against the Apaches.
You know, of course, I'm just a preacher and I'm a colored guy up here in this booth, but I'd almost want to, have a council with that official saying, what's going on? Who's doing this? I mean, what are we doing? What misstep? Because, Steve, that's number 7?
That's my count. Penalty number 7 called on the Apaches. That's not a very good game, much less half.
No.
Oh, from the 48-yard line, that will bring up a much longer third down play. Pottsville leads 14-7. 5:50 to go in the first half.
I think we just have our motion guy taking a misstep, and we just need to see what that misstep is,
yeah,
or whatever they're calling.
Yeah, if he's turning upfield or not. Well, I thought this was 4-down territory. Not so sure now. At the 48, counter give to Ibarra. He's got running room again. Gets inside the 40, headed right up the middle to the 35, the 30 to the 29-yard line. I don't see any penalty flags, so I can tell you this is an heirloom legal first down.
Yes, it is, and big number 25. Ibarra, man, I'm telling you what, he is a downhill runner, and that's what you want in the game of football. If you're running between the line there, I'm going to tell you, man, he did a great job that time picking up another first down for the Apaches.
In fact, it's actually going to be marked at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10, another heirloom legal first down for the Apaches. Fake the flanker sweep. Nason rolls to his right. Probably ought to just airmail this one. Tries to force it into Fur at the 28, and it falls incomplete. That was really close to being picked off. Ball falls incomplete. I want to say that was Whit Richardson for the Cardinals that had a bead on that. That might have been one to just airmail out of bounds. 11th play of the drive coming for Pottsville. We're under 5 minutes to go in the half. So far, the Apache defense is the only defense that has a stop in this game. Ibarra lines up as a wing to the left side. He comes in motion left to right. They're going to toss it to him. If he gets the corner turned, he's got yards. He does. Brings it up the right sideline to the 10, to the 5, and he's going to be marked down right at the 5-yard line, but that is another heirloom legal 1st and 10 for the Pottsville Apaches.
Yeah, another good run there, Steve, and another first down inside that red zone.
Let's see where they actually spotted him out of bounds.
I think about the 4th.
Yeah.
Or 4, I don't know.
I had him at the 5. Looks like he might be at the 4. It is the Point S Tire red zone for the Apaches, looking to move it in from the right to left. 14-7 Pottsville with the lead, looking for more.
Steve, I think it's at the 6.
I believe it is the 6. Still in the Point S Tire red zone. Nason up under center. Give it straight ahead. Villarreal gets down to the 2, tried to dance in the hole. That probably wasn't the best choice. He does get positive yards out of it, but that spinning allowed the Cardinal defense to close that down at about the 3, I believe. So pickup of 3. 4:18 left to go in the second quarter. Pottsville leading at 14-7 once more. Point S Tire red zone possession for the Apaches. Villarreal, the fullback, behind Nason. Ibarra lined up at a wing on the left side. And it's going to be the quarterback, Nason, turning the corner, following the fullback Villarreal into the end zone. That is a Roy's Heating and Air Apache touchdown.
There we go, Stephen. That was that same play you were talking about. You know, it looks like almost a busted play, but it's a called play. And, man, what great run that time.
Apaches are going to be on to attempt the point after. I believe that Charlie Garon will handle the point after chores. Snap is good. This kick looks much better, and it is good through the uprights. 3:56 left to go in the half. Pottsville 21, Harmony Grove 7, back in 30 seconds.
Hey, Brett.
You made it.
Yeah.
Hey, Mole receivers, Mark and Antonio, they want to hear more about Fave Rates.
Oh, right. Well, with Farm Bureau Fave Rates, you get a great auto quote, plus local agents and fast, friendly claims.
Nice. Hey.
Should we warn them?
Oh, that's broken.
Get great auto rates and local agents at favrates.com from Farm Bureau Insurance.
Sorry.
Totally worth it.
So that for the Apaches was a 14-play, 79-yard drive. That was impressive. Didn't quite take all of the time off the clock as we still have 3:56 left to go in the second quarter. Now the Apache lead is 2 touchdowns. Pottsville's defense has the only stop in this game. In fact, that drive was set up by a fumble recovery by the Apache defense at their own 25-yard line as Harmony Grove was in plus territory. Back deep to receive the kick is Peyton Pointer. Brian Sanchez with the run-up. High short kick coming to the right side of the Apache formation. It's going to bounce. Takes a true bounce, though, as artificial turf will do. But good coverage by the Apaches. Tackle's going to be made at the 30-yard line. So good coverage in special teams by the Apaches. Making the tackle in special teams play was Colby Stevenson.
Oh, Colby.
So,
getting in on the action.
Yep. Harmony Grove will take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Defense needs a good stop here right before half.
Got one last time. Harmony Grove has had some success running the ball. They've had some success getting outside. Their quarterback Richardson is under center. Counter give coming to the near side. Cut back inside at the 35. Fighting ahead to the 38 to the 39-yard line. Ball carrier for the Cardinals was Washington. Tackle made by Brian Sanchez after a pickup of 8. Pretty good battle going on between these two teams along the line of scrimmage, the offensive, defensive lines of both sides. 2nd down and about 2. Ball is at the 39. Back to pass as Richardson has a man wide open and complete at the 40. Up the left sideline, one man to beat to the end zone, and that's going to be a Harmony Grove touchdown.
Wow. Well, Steve, that was something we haven't had a chance to see all night, but they set it up with the runs down the middle, and, man, they found a receiver. He got back behind the defensive backs, and, boy, he took it down the sideline. Had a lead blocker, too. And, man, you saw that from up here, Steve. You knew it was going to the house.
Yep. That pass for the touchdown was complete to Washington for the 61-yard touchdown pass. That'll be one of the longest ones of the night. Point after attempt sneaks in the upright, I think. Oh, or did they say? Yeah, they said it was good, I think. I'm completely blocked out from there. Yeah, the kick is good. So, with 3:09 left to go in the half, Pottsville with a 21-14 lead over Harmony Grove. We're back in 30 seconds.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real. To always keep it Tyson.
So a 2-play, 69-yard touchdown drive by the Cardinals. 60 of it coming on the pass completion on 2nd down from the quarterback, Lane Richardson, to Justin Washington, who lines up normally in one of the wings of that Diamond T formation. So Pottsville will be back to receive the kick. I believe if I were the Apaches, I'd watch really hard for an onside kick here.
Yeah, I think that's what. Of course, they got McNeely. They got some good hands folks up there.
Yeah, they got McNeely up close. Looks like they've also got Cutter Boyce.
Yeah, number 34, Boyce is up there. Yeah,
the line of scrimmage. Also Ben Burnett, who is sure-handed.
Quick score: Marlton is leading Bologna, I believe, in the second quarter, 14-0.
There you go, Devil Dogs.
Yeah,
good job.
Go Dogs.
Luke McCormick, the kicker. This is a high, deep kick. The Apaches take it at the 18. Middle return coming to the 20. Cutting it to the outside as Ibarra gets across the 30 to the 35 and tackled at the 36-yard line. Tackle made by Landon Matthews, who loses his helmet.
Yep. Yeah, he'll have to come out. You know, last week in that Razorback game, my goodness.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Since he couldn't hang on to a helmet.
Yeah, I don't know what was up with that.
Yeah,
That's
I don't either.
one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Just repeatedly over and over and over.
Yeah, you got to buckle them up. If you're going to play the game, you got to buckle them up.
So the Apache offense back out on the line of scrimmage, which is their own 35. Ibarra comes in motion. Back to pass is Nason looking for a big strike the right side. That's overthrown. That's going to draw a penalty flag, though, as the intended receiver in the secondary for the Apaches, Jackson Furr, was absolutely tackled at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, number 5 there for the Cardinals. That's a good way to stop the play, Steve, but it's a good way to get you a penalty, too, and that's what he did. And plus, it looks like number 5 might have been shaken up for the Harmony Grove Cardinals here.
That's Tristan Hogan, who was, I guess you could call that coverage. So the pass interference call will move the ball to midfield. And as Matt Lee has taught me, in high school football, every pass is considered catchable. That was not, but that's not how the rule works. Coming out wide to the near side, Landon McNeely. Ibarra comes in motion, toss to the right side, inside the 50, cutting it back to the 47-yard line, and then being tackled at the 47 was Ibarra. Making the play was Evan Jackson, or they say Guerrero, so we'll give it to him. At the 48-yard line, pick up his 3. We have 2:32 left to go in the half. The Apaches lead at 21-14. On the counter give, that Stevenson turns the corner, makes a man miss at the 45, gets inside the 44 to the 43-yard line. Colby Stevenson did a nice job to avoid a loss and then pick up plus yardage.
Steve, he did. He gave a little stiff arm, but had a little juke move too, and, man, just good running by Stevenson that time.
Not the best of spots for the Apaches. They move the football back to the 45, so it'll be 3rd and 5. Under 2 minutes left to go in the first half. McNeely, the tight end on the left side of the formation. Ibarra comes in motion, and they toss it to Ibarra. Cuts inside a Stevenson block. Gets ahead to the 40, up the hash to the 39. That's going to be close. We'll see where they spot the ball, because I've had bad luck picking where the spot's going to be. I see the official coming in at the 39-yard line. If that's the spot, that's going to be another Heirloom Legal first down for the Apaches.
It is. Call the lawyer, man. There it is. Heirloom Legal first down, Steve. They're moving the chains.
Nico Ibarra's got to be close to 100 yards in the first half.
Somebody was asking me where they're located, and I said, well, they're in Atkins, Arkansas.
They again have the flex T, toss sweep coming to the near side. That's Stevenson. Stevenson with blockers cuts it inside the 35 to the 34-yard line, stays in bounds to keep the clock running. That is a pickup of 5, as we'll be under a minute 20 left to go. Pottsville leads at 21-14, looking for more deep in Haskell Harmony Grove territory. At the plus 34, Mason under center, now steps back. Still 18 seconds on the play clock, and now Pottsville's going to take a timeout. A minute 7 left to go. First half, we are in the second quarter. Pottsville 21, the Cardinals 14, back in 30 seconds.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Back at Haskell Harmony Grove, our first visit here. The hospitality is very nice. The food is wonderful. Field conditions are perfect.
You know, Steve, some of the fans before the game, they traveled down to Pottsville last night for the junior high game, and they were just complimenting Pottsville, Arkansas, the stadium, all the folks at Pottsville last night. So shout out to all of our hometown folks that are listening, and those, we got a pretty good crowd from Pottsville here tonight in Haskell Harmony Grove. But just a great football environment here as well as back home in John Needham Stadium.
Big number 75, Cameron Teeter, a little bit late getting on the field, but he's in the offensive line now. It's 2nd down and 7. They're going to give it straight ahead to Villarreal. Villarreal gets to the 31, fires forward to the 30, and let's see if that's where they spot him down. Now they're going to spot him at the 31. Guess who made that tackle?
Yeah, we're under a minute here too, Steve. I hope they hurry and get at least one more play off, and let's take a shot at the end zone here, Coach. Come on, let's get a score.
Okay, then I'll tell you, it's Gabe Wilmuth that made that tackle. They give it to Ibarra on the turn, has running room again. Gets inside the 25, fumbles the ball, but they're going to call him down. The official immediately said he was down. Don't know that would have mattered because big Blake Chenoweth was on top of that football.
Yeah,
Pottsville's going to take a timeout here. So timeout on the field with 35 6/10 remaining in the half. Pottsville 21, the Cardinals 14, back in 30 seconds.
Gen Z is a stall generation.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
That carry was good enough for another heirloom legal 1st and 10 for Pottsville. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Cardinal 24. Beautiful clear sky tonight. That was a spectacular sunset behind the trees across the way.
Yeah, it sure was.
Did I see the Devil Dogs had widened their lead?
Yes, they have. You know, right now Marlton, they're 2-0 with two big great wins over Russellville, Clarksville, and tonight they're on the road to Bologna, and they're up 21-0 in the second quarter. So if you're a Marlton Devil Dog guy or alumni, I don't know who's in the booth that would be, but go Dogs go.
1st and 10 from the 24. Toss sweep to Ibarra, except it's blown dead. Let me guess, the 8th penalty on Pottsville in this first half for illegal procedure.
Yeah,
I'm kind of like you. I don't know what they're doing wrong because I'm not seeing anybody move.
Steve, I don't either. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If I was Coach Russ, I'd say, hey, Mr. Official, come here. What are we doing? What are you seeing?
So that'll move it back to the 29-yard line.
Because you can correct it if you know what you're doing, but if you don't know what you're doing, you got to get that corrected.
1st and 15 now for the Apaches. Carter Gittinger into the ball game. He'll go wide to the right. Colby Stevenson will line up in a slot and will not get this play off just yet either as it is blown dead. Well, now we're ready to go. 20 seconds on the play clock. Back to pass is Nason under pressure, throws it over the middle. That's going to be complete to the 19-yard line. That completion was to Colby Stevenson, but I think there may have been a penalty flag for a hold on Pottsville.
Oh, come on.
And I think I saw the play.
Well, I see the penalty, and I see the officials. I see the Apaches backing up.
That will be the 9th penalty of the first half.
And Steve, that's a spot foul, if I'm not correct. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they'll move it back 5 yards from the spot.
Well, let's see. Yep, it was a hold. It was the one I saw from where he's marking the play off. Yeah. That is already the 9th penalty called on Pottsville. 2 have been called for against the Cardinals, but it's not a zero-sum game. So that wipes out a nice completion for the Apaches. It'll move the ball back to the 34-yard line with 31 7/10 seconds left to go. How about a skinny post from here? Eli Nason's going to line up in the shotgun. High snap. Nason brings it down. Screen coming, and it's complete to the left side. Villarreal with room inside the 20. Up the left sideline to the 15, to the 10. Dives into the corner. Did he get into the end zone?
Yes.
Touchdown, Pottsville. Now, let's see. Is there another penalty flag on the play?
Oh, good grief. Come on.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Steve, I don't know if it's us. Was it blocking the back, or if it's holding downfield? And it's a holding call, Steve. And once again, it's a spot foul. Let's see where they go with it. But great day, it's killing us.
10th penalty flag of the half against the Apaches. And that will move the ball back to the 29-yard line after what would have been an Apache touchdown.
21 seconds left in the first half.
So Pottsville did gain about 6 yards on that play. First down and long. High snap to Nason. He's back to pass. Eli going over the middle. There's our post route. It was thrown into double coverage and incomplete in the end zone. Nason overthrew that one, and that was a smart decision on his part. The Cardinal had double coverage on that play. They were trying to get it to Ibarra running the post route from out of the backfield. It falls incomplete. $15 and 5/10 seconds left to go. Coming wide to the right side, Gittinger and Stevenson. Wide to the left is Jackson Furr. 8 seconds on the play clock. Nason out of the shotgun, high snap. Nason's going to pick it up, rolls to his right. Throw this away, Eli. Eli still rolling right, steps inside, one tackle attempt. Probably should have thrown it away, but this is going to get called a penalty, and I think this is going to be a face mask.
Steve, I think it is. And is that automatic first down?
I don't remember at the high school level. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Yeah, because
I actually don't think it is. I think it's a spot foul, though. They'll do 15 yards from the spot of the foul, and I think you repeat the down.
Yep.
I don't think it carries an automatic first down at high school.
Well, 4.4 seconds left. We got a shot for the end zone here. I like that little screen they threw the Villarreal a while ago. Yeah, it's not automatic first down. It's going to be second and forever.
Be second and a whole bunch from the 40. That was going to be down back in Apache territory, so that did pick up 15 additional yards. The Cardinals do have 3 timeouts left. There's only 4 4/10 left to go, so I think we may be about to see how far Nason can throw the ball, or maybe he'll just back up and run around. Nason back to pass, looking left, still looking, throws it over the middle, has a man Ibarra complete inside the 20, fights his way down to the 15, and that's just enough to run the timeout in the first half. Pottsville is asking, did we get timeout called? And I think the official in the white hat is saying no.
Yeah.
So Pottsville leads this game. That's the good news by a score 21-14. The bad news is it probably real easily could be more because the Apaches have had at least 1 touchdown taken off the board due to 10 first-half penalties. So at the halftime break, it is Pottsville 21, the Cardinals 14. We're back after this 2-minute timeout with more Apache football.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Hey, Brett.
You made it. Yeah. Hey, my old receivers, Mark and Antonio, they want to hear more about Fave Rates.
Oh, right. Well, with Farm Bureau Fave Rates, you get a great auto quote, plus local agents and fast, friendly claims.
Nice.
Hey.
Should we warn them?
Oh, that's broken.
Get great auto rates and local agents at favrates.com from Farm Bureau Insurance.
Sorry.
Totally worth it.
Let's go, Dr. K, let's go. Braces are Invisalign, let's go. Let's go, Dr. K, let's go. Trust her as your ortho, let's go. Let's go, Dr. K, let's go.
Welcome back to Haskell Harmony Grove. We are at halftime as the Pottsville Apaches have a 21-14 lead at the break. Pottsville's offense was only stopped on that last possession. That's the only time Pottsville did not score. And in all actuality, Pottsville did score on that possession, but it was called back on a penalty, which unofficially I have Pottsville with 10 penalties. So you like having the lead, you don't like the penalties, Jim.
Yeah, Steve, 10 penalties in the first half. You said it earlier, my friend, that 10 penalties is normally what you have maybe in the entire game, and that's way too many. But having 10 in the first half, I think there's some things this officiating crew is seeing that maybe we quite don't understand, and we need to get it fixed. So, but it seems like all the calls are going against the Apaches tonight, but hopefully we can get that taken care of in some halftime adjustments that the coaches can make, and let's just keep the lead, man. Let's just keep getting it in the end zone, and let's keep pushing it down the field. And defense, our defense has been playing fairly well. We got beat on that one long pass, Steve, but we just got some things we can correct, but we definitely can win this ball game tonight.
Big credit to the defense for coming up on a fumble right at the beginning of the second quarter as the defense thwarted a Cardinal drive deep in Apache territory. Cardinals had got the ball down to the Apache 25 when Pottsville came up with the fumble recovery, and that recovery led to the final Apache touchdown of the first half, which was a very impressive 14-play, 79-yard drive with the touchdown run by the quarterback, Eli Nason. Nason has had a good first half. Nico Ibarra with an even better first half.
Wow.
I'll bet Ibarra's over 100 yards, although I apologize. I do not keep individual statistics, but Ibarra's best game of the year so far.
Well, it has been, Steve. If we had to name a player of a game right now for the first half, it would definitely be Ibarra.
All right. Pottsville Apache Marching Band on the field. We will tell you that Pottsville leads this game 21-14. For my partner, Jim Huffman, I'm Stephen Glenn from Harmony Grove. We'll be back in just a little while. Arkansas Sports Network, the Pottsville Apaches on the road at Haskell Harmony Grove. This is my first visit to the community of Haskell, and we appreciate their hospitality, their courtesy, and their generosity. They have a very nice facility here and a very good situation for us to bring you Pottsville Apache football. Nice performance at the half by both marching bands as they were able to get in performances by both the marching Apaches and the marching Cardinals. Pottsville leads this game 21-14 at the beginning of the third quarter. Could have been more. Pottsville scored on their initial possession with a 51-yard touchdown drive. It was a total of 8 plays. The touchdown was on a 1-yard run by Eli Nason. The Cardinals answered on their next possession. It was a 64-yard drive. Touchdown run of 48 yards on the jet sweep by Evan Jackson. Actually, the Pottsville first touchdown, their point after was blocked. That made it a 6-0 Apache lead. Then the Harmony Grove touchdown with 6:11 to go in the first quarter. Their point after was good, so they led the game 7-6. Pottsville on their next drive had an 8-play, 73-yard drive. The touchdown was on a 4-yard run by Nico Ibarra. Pottsville chose to go for 2, and the pass was completed from Eli Nason to Nico Ibarra. So with 2:01 left to go in the first quarter, Pottsville led 14-7. Lots of scoring in that first quarter. Next possession by Harmony Grove, they moved the ball all the way down to the Apache 25, but then the Pottsville defense able to force and recover a fumble, giving the ball back to the offense deep on their own end of the field. However, Pottsville won on a 14-play, 79-yard touchdown drive. The touchdown was on a 3-yard run by Eli Nason. So with 3:21 to go in the second, Pottsville's lead was 21-7. Harmony Grove then had a 2-play drive, a 61-yard touchdown pass from their quarterback, Richardson. The pass was completed to Washington. The point after was good. We're ready to get started in this half. Onside kick attempt by Pottsville. It hit an Apache player. It actually hit Eli Atkins, but he could not quite get his hand on the ball. So the Cardinals will get the ball with a short field at their own 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Boy, Pottsville almost got a big turnover there. Pottsville had an opportunity, by the way, on their last possession of that first half. They moved the ball from their own 35, got it down to the 30 of Harmony Grove, but due to a plethora of penalties, that drive ended up not getting into the end zone. So here we go. Harmony Grove starts 1st and 10. They are at their own 47-yard line. They come out in an offset I formation. Part of the diamond is missing. The give is to the fullback, crosses Apache territory to the 47, to the 46-yard line. Colton Cole, the ball carrier. He'll basically go straight ahead to the Apache 46. Pickup of 7 will make it 2nd and 3. Basically, it has been the big play offense of Harmony Grove. They have 2 long touchdowns against the grinded-out attack of the Apaches. Pottsville was called for 10 penalties in that first half. Again, Harmony Grove has broken the diamond. They're still in an offset I on 2nd and 3 from the Apache 46. Give is to the fullback. I want to say that's Guerrero who crosses the 45 to the 42-yard line. No, check it. That's Evan Jackson, the ball carrier. He got to the Apache 43. That's going to be close to and is a first down. Boy, that's awfully close. I think I would have liked to have seen that one measured. That's where we're looking right down the line. Yeah, I think it was a first down. So 1st and 10 Cardinals at the Apache 43. Now back in the diamond tee behind the quarterback Richardson. They're going to give it to Peters, left side. Brings it across the 40, cuts to the right hash mark. Ball knocked away, but well after the whistle. Peyton Potter, the ball carrier. And they will mark him down at the 37-yard line. Pickup of 6, 2nd and 4. The reason you really hated to see that Pottsville drive stall out at the end of the first half is that you knew Harmony Grove was going to get the football to begin the second half, and Pottsville has only successfully stopped this offense once. Two backs in the backfield on the 2nd and 4. Quarterback keeper Richardson has running room over the left side. Gets inside the 27 to the 26-yard line. Let's see where they mark him down. Either way, it's going to be a first down. Just inside the 27. Pickup of 10 by Richardson, the quarterback. 10:14 to go. We are in quarter number 3. Pottsville leads at 21-14. Cardinals have it. They got the ball with a short field. Pottsville attempted a high onside kick. If it was legal to have caught the kick in the air, Pottsville would have had that one, but they had to let it bounce. And once it bounced, the Apaches couldn't quite come up with it. 1st and 10 Cardinal from the 27 of the Apaches. Give us to the fullback on the trap. Straight up the middle. Gets inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. Potter, the ball carrier. He will pick up 5 on the play. From the 22. 2nd down and 5 coming. Potter and Washington back in the ball game at the running back spots. Quarterback Richardson under center. He squats way down low to take that snap. And a penalty flag flies. Now there's a surprise. Let's see. Nope, they're going to call a timeout. I thought I saw a flag get thrown, but Pottsville called a timeout here. Timeout Pottsville. 9:13 to play. Third quarter action. The Apaches lead at 21-14. Back in 1 minute.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it, because first is who we are.
After the Pottsville Apache timeout, the Cardinals will come to the line of scrimmage, which is the Apache 22. It is a 2nd down and 5. Not sure what adjustment there Pottsville wanted to make, but they did not like the way things looked in the formation. So after timeout, Richardson has his offense at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down play coming. Pottsville jumps into the neutral zone. Penalty number 11 on the Apaches. Had a chance to talk to Coach Chapa of the Apaches at halftime, and he said, no, the illegal procedure calls where we were just moving. So, I don't know, one of them things.
Wow.
But that penalty on Pottsville will move the ball to the 17 and will be a Harmony Grove first down. Diamond T, balance line on the line of scrimmage, no wideouts, power formation. They give it to the fullback over the left side. I believe that was Washington, the ball carrier from the fullback spot. From the 17. Excuse me. So the carry was Guerrero for 4 yards. To the 18. 2nd down. Pottsville's defense needs another turnover if they can get it. There's that man, Jackson, in the backfield. He's at the fullback spot. He has a long run tonight. 2nd down and 6. They give it to him. Jackson coming right, makes one man miss, turns the corner at the 10, but good pursuit by Pottsville. Coming down the line was Jackson Furr and Carter Gittinger, and there is a penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, Steve, I don't know if that was a hold against them.
I am completely screened out. Yep. Call against the Cardinals. So that will move them back from the spot. The line of scrimmage, I think, will become the 22. Yep. So back to the 22-yard line. Second penalty of the drive called on the Cardinals. Evan Jackson in the backfield. This is a split back set, almost a pro set. Richardson under center. And Richardson turns the corner himself and meets a wall of Apaches. Coming up to make that stop was Bo Ade. That play went nowhere, may have lost a yard. Ade got some help on the tackle by Carter Gittinger. And in fact, they do say no gain on the play. So it's going to be third down and long. Third down at about 15 from the 22-yard line. Again, it's basically a pro set in the backfield. One wing, they bring him in motion. And they're probably going to try to hit Jackson. They're rolling the play to the left. The pass is going to be incomplete. Good coverage by the Apache secondary. Was that Jackson Furr or Bo Ade out there?
Yeah,
I believe it was Ade.
Yeah, I believe you're right, Steve. And going to bring up fourth down. And, of course, this is probably being down one touchdown. This is probably 4-down territory for them.
Well, the offense is still out on the field, so this is a big play in this ball game.
Yeah.
Apaches could pick up a ton of momentum here.
You know, we got a couple of big plays in front of us right here. You know, some nachos.
Boy, those are good.
Those are.
Pulled pork, barbecue sauce, peppers. Wonder if you can smell them through the video. Fourth down and 15 from the 22-yard line. Base offense, it's the Diamond T. Play fake, Richardson back to pass. Looking for a pass in the end zone. Overthrows his man, and the Apache defense is going to hold on downs.
All right, well, we needed that, Steve. And I believe that was Gittinger.
Tyler Davis, I think, was out there too. Gittinger and Davis both. There's double coverage in the corner. Pottsville, whatever the defensive call was, it worked well.
Yes, it did.
That is the second time that the defense has come up with a stop for the Apaches. Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. All right. So now the Apache offense with their first possession of the half. Eli Nason leads the offense to the line of scrimmage. Single back. Now Ibarra comes in motion. Quick exchange at the middle, but the Cardinals stack that up for no gain on the play.
Yeah, not a lot there that time, Steve.
6:54 to go, quarter number 3. That Cardinal drive took almost half of the third quarter. Pottsville, though, turns them away. 21-14, Apaches lead it. Eli Nason brings the offense set on the second down play. They're going to give it to, I believe, Ibarra, who's shedding tacklers as he comes upfield, crosses the 25, keeps fighting ahead to the 27, maybe the 28-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Ibarra, Steve, the way he runs the football, he is truly downhill, but that time even running in traffic, the way he protects the football, he wraps up, he's not going to fumble that football, and he's just going to keep those legs moving, and that's just good, hard running from Ibarra.
6 yards in a cloud of AstroTurf. Good blocking on the line by Isaac Cox, amongst others. Third down coming here. 3rd down and 4 for the Apaches. Ibarra comes in motion. Nason takes the snap, turns it upfield, fighting forward. He's going to get to the 30, but that's going to be short of first down yardage. Dare you go for it on 4th down here on 4th and a yard?
Oh, boy, this is going to be a big call. 4th and a yard.
I don't really want to give the ball back to the Cardinal offense in any way, shape, or form. I don't think I'm punting here. Going to rely on that big offensive line, Blake Chenoweth, Alex Moats.
Yeah.
Try to push the Cardinal defense back on 4th down. The ball is right at the 30. They have to get just across the 31.
Yeah, and they might give the old hard count here too, Steve.
Well, that wouldn't hurt. Nason up under center. Ibarra comes in motion. They toss it to Ibarra. He's got the first down over the right side and more. Crosses the 35 to the 40 up the right sideline. Ibarra carrying tacklers to the 44-yard line. That is an Heirloom Legal first down, Pottsville.
Wow. What a run by Ibarra that time, man. That's just a great call by the coach.
I'm looking around to see if there's any yellow handkerchiefs, and I don't see any.
I think Ibarra lost his helmet. I don't think they're going to make him come out.
I don't think you have to come out if the tackler takes it off. I'm not sure about that, though.
Yep.
That pickup
Well,
was,
there he goes, Steve.
Okay,
He's going out of bounds.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he does have to come out in that situation. I think that nice gain celebrates with a nacho.
Well, it is, Steve. The kid, I asked you, which nacho? Did you do the chili and the jalapeno, or did you do the barbecue? Okay, yeah, it sounds good. Pottsville football, here we go.
I love my job. 1st and 10 Apaches from the 43-yard line. We have a stoppage in play.
Timeout.
I think so. Timeout on the field, but I'm not sure why. Nor am I sure what they're doing. We haven't got a signal yet. They're bringing everybody back to the line of scrimmage, I think. Well, I'm not sure what's going on. There's definitely timeout on the field.
I don't see no lightning in the air, Steve.
Oh.
Thank goodness.
Please no. All right, so after the Heirloom Legal 1st and 10, Trip Price is into the ball game for the Apaches, as is Landon McNeely. He's going to split out wide to the left. Trip Price, I think, is going to line up at kind of that wingback spot where Ibarra was. And you actually have two wideouts in the formation. Price comes in motion. They're going to go on the counter reverse, turning it up the field across the 45 to midfield to the 49-yard line. The Apaches running for another nice pickup. Ball carrier was Eli Adkins for the Apaches.
Yeah, number 24.
That pickup is about 6. 2nd and 4. 4:30 and counting to go in the third quarter. Pottsville leads at 21-14. The defense just came up with a big 4th down play to give the ball back to the offense. The offense on the move right at midfield on a 2nd down. Ibarra back into the game. He comes in motion. It was Nason reading keep the ball. He got back to the line of scrimmage and then not much more.
Yep.
Pretty good play by Evan Jackson coming up in run support from the secondary. Also in on the stop for the Cardinals, number 7, Rafe Wallace. The Cardinals, I think, play a lot more players going both directions, so maybe Pottsville can kind of grind down a little bit here. Pottsville leads at 21-14. You can hear the band leading cheers across the way for the Apaches. They had a nice halftime performance.
Well, they did. I had a chance to talk to some of the band members there at the concession stand, and they were excited about their performance tonight.
3rd and 3, give it straight ahead. First down yardage across the 45 to the 44 to the 43-yard line. Bryson Villarreal, the ball carrier, for another Heirloom Legal first down.
I'll tell you what, Villarreal, man, that guy right there, he runs it up, and he does not try to shy away from a tackler, Steve. He lowers that shoulder, and he gets as much as he possibly can, keeping those legs churning, and just a good run by number 7.
Looks like Villarreal and Ibarra would both almost just as soon run over you as to try to get away from you. 1st and 10, Pottsville, plus side of the field at the 45. That's Nason with the toss. Bad toss. The ball is loose at the 40. Nason gets there first and covers it, but that toss was behind Ibarra.
Yep, that hurt.
I think the Cardinal defense got some penetration that time and messed up the timing of the play. Big loss. Now, I did see Gabe Wilmuth, the big man for the defensive line, come up limping after that play. Looked like it may have been a cramp. Nason hustled back to fall on the ball back at the Apache 40-yard line. That's going to be a loss of about 15 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 25 from the 40. Nason has the play call, steps back, steps forward to get a different play. 3 on the play clock, got to snap it quickly, and Pottsville jumps offside. That play just took too long to get in. I'm sorry, that just took too long. And that's going to cost the Apaches 5 yards.
Well, 2nd and forever.
It's going to be 2nd and 30. from the 35-yard line. Wilmoth does come out. I don't know where he lines up on the defensive line, but I'm running right at that spot, even on 2nd down and 30. Back at their own 35-yard line, trips to the left, one wide out to the right, no tight end on the line of scrimmage. Mason back to pass, has good blocking, but the pass falls incomplete at the 47-yard line, intended for Eli Atkins. That would have been well short of the first down, but would have made it much more manageable. Incomplete pass stops the clock. 2:02 left to go in the third quarter. I don't know on any offense what you call on 3rd and 30, but certainly on a running-oriented, grind-it-out kind of thing. Pottsville on a 3rd and 30 back at their 35. And we have an illegal procedure call again on the Apaches. By the way, as I hear lots of cowbells being rung, I thought artificial noisemakers were illegal in the AAA.
Well, Steve, I thought they were too, but maybe not in West Fork and definitely not in Harmony Grove.
No doubt.
Either that or there's a herd of cows coming through right now. One of the two.
Moving back to the 35-yard line, 3rd down and 35. Clock is running, under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Nason with a quick screen, complete to Ibarra, and he gets hit by Washington, who makes a beautiful form tackle for the Cardinal defense. Hold that play to actually a loss of a yard.
We're not questioning now, Steve, if we go for it on 4th down, because we're not. We're putting the ball away.
No, we're going to send McNeely in to do the kicking chores. I'm kind of surprised with the speed he has that the Cardinals don't put Evan Jackson back deep to receive it. They have Peyton Potter, who has speed, but I don't think he has speed like Jackson does. So Landon McNeely with his first punt of the night. By the time he hits the ball, there'll be about 1:10 left to go in the third. Low snap. McNeely comes up with it. End-over-end kick, but away from Potter. Takes an Apache bounce. Potter fields it at the 40. Return up the middle, across the 43 to the 44.
Yep. And Pottsville defensive unit coming onto the field, Steve.
Oh, my apologies there. So at the 44-yard line, Harmony Grove will start their second possession of the half. Believe it or not, we're almost through the third quarter, and we don't have any points. 35 points in the first half, and then 1 quarter in, not much. Wide out to the near side is Rafe Wallace. He's a good-looking receiver. Single wide out to the left. Offset eye, 2 backs in the backfield. Richardson going left. I believe that was Jackson, the ball carrier. Off tackle.
Steve,
no,
go ahead.
No, check that. That was Matthews, the ball carrier.
Steve, I officially got our in-house official, Coach Lee, has just sent me a text, and officially noisemakers are not allowed.
Okay.
Officially. So that must be the herd of cows coming through, Coach Lee, that we're hearing.
Yeah. We're not really hearing this. Okay, from the 49, 2nd down and 5. Apaches walk a linebacker up to the line of scrimmage. He is coming, just barely missed making a tackle in the backfield, but good coverage by his teammates. Run comes to the right side to the 48, the 47-yard line. Looks like tackle was made by Tate Cobb. Matthews was the ball carrier. He's going to be short of the first down by about a yard. Ball is at the 44. It'll be...
They're going to measure.
Well, yeah, they're going to measure for this. Looks like from here he's got it, but I wouldn't swear to it. This is awfully close. That's a pretty generous spot, too, I have to say. I don't know that he ever actually got to that point. We'll bring in the chain gang from the far side. 24 and 8/10 remaining in the third quarter. I think he probably has this, but I think this is also the right thing to do to bring the chains up for a measurement. They'll stretch him out, and how's my eyesight?
I think he's got it, Steve. Maybe by the nose of the football.
Yep, by the nose of the football and not much more. That is a 1st and 10 at the 44 of the Apaches. 24 and 8/10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Pottsville hanging on to a 21-14 lead. Pottsville has had the ball once in this third quarter. It's been mostly Harmony Grove. Got to credit the Apache defense. They stopped Harmony Grove after a long drive. Cardinals on the march again, have a 1st and 10. I don't know that Harmony Grove's going to get this play off. Yeah, it looks like they will with about 15 seconds. Pottsville showing blitz, fights through up the middle, gets penetration. Was that Tripp Price who got there? Yeah, it was. Tripp Price came right up the middle, stepped between the center and the right guard, and he's going to stop the running game. Potter, the ball carrier, he's going to lose yards or lose yard. Going to drop him for a loss of 1. Now more than that. They're going to put him back at the 46-yard line, and that's going to do it for the first half and +1. At the end of 3, it is Pottsville 21, Harmony Grove 14, back in 1 minute.
Gen Z is a stall generation.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Second down and 11 for the Cardinals as we start the fourth quarter. Ball is at the Apache 47. Tripp Price again right in the middle of the field looking to come on a blitz. He does. They kind of run away from him, but the gain is across the 45 to the 44-yard line. Ball carrier was Potter. He's going to pick up 3 yards to the 43, actually just inside the 44. Big third down coming here.
Yeah, big third down. 3 and 7, Steve, and I'm going to tell you what, we need to stop here.
Pottsville has brought in Tripp Price at the middle linebacking spot, and he has wreaked havoc on the running game of the Cardinals. Haskell changing plays, 7 on the play clock. Looks like they'll get it off. They're in an I formation. Jackson comes in motion. Richardson back to pass, throws it over the middle, and knocked away in the secondary. Good play, I believe, by Tyler Davis closing on that and knocking it away.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was Davis to knock that ball away.
Yes, sir. You know, the receiver went up the highest point. Tyler Davis went up behind him just a little bit higher. And, Steve, but he waited for the ball to get there. And that's what you got to do. You got to let the ball get there first, let the receiver touch it, and then you clean his clock. And that way, you know, man, the ball's going to fall incomplete. Great job by number 21, Tyler Davis.
All right, watch out here. 4th down, 4th and 8 at the 43. The punt team is on the field, but the kicker is the running back, Peyton Potter. Pottsville does send one man deep, but I'm hanging around the line of scrimmage. No, Potter's going to kick it. End-over-end kick going to be fielded at the 11-yard line. Bring it up the field across the 20, the 24, the 25-yard line. Late penalty flag comes in. That may be an unsportsmanlike on somebody.
Steve, I think it is. And plus also we hit the punter, but it was just like a hand check. So the official was looking at it. I'm glad he didn't call roughing the kicker.
I think Bryson Sanchez was the returner on that play. Now let's see the flag. It came right at where the play, or right about the time the play was blown dead or slightly after. And there was an Apache player and a Cardinal player engaged here on the near side of the field. The official picks up. Yeah, looks like they're going to mark it off against Pottsville. Penalty number 13 tonight. Well, I don't think the Cardinals could ask for any more help than they're getting in this game. Another big stop by the Apache defense. Good play in the secondary. Good job by the Apaches. A fumbled what, frankly, I was surprised was actually a kick. So they're going to be 1st and 10 for Pottsville at their own 15-yard line. Now time for the offense to rise up. Nason back to pass, now brings it up the field on the quarterback draw. I think that might have been a busted play. Nason might have got back to the 15, but no more than that. No gain on the play. Maybe a yard to the 16. That looked funny, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, Steve, from the get-go. But, Steve, you said it. Our offense right now, we're up 21 to 14, 10:32 left here. And, Steve, we got to have a good drive here. Just run that clock down.
Nason on the toss. Running room across the 25 to the 30 up the left sideline. That is Ibarra, the ball carrier. And he's going to be close to first down yardage. Let's see where they actually spot him. Well, they're going to spot him at the 25. Thought he got up the field a little further than that, but my mistake. Well, now where are they going to put the ball? Oh, another penalty on Pottsville, a holding call.
What, number 14 or 15?
That's penalty number 14 called on the Apaches.
You know, Steve, you can kind of look at this, and I don't know how many penalties that Harmony Grove has had. What, 3?
Yep. And this officiating crew has brought back an Apache touchdown. They brought back an Apache first down here. Moves the ball back deep into Apache territory at the 10-yard line. Play go up the middle. Very little running room there, but at least the officials didn't stop the play for a hold.
Man, a great defensive stand by the Cardinals.
Well, let's see here.
Third down and long. 3rd and 15.
Well, you don't want to give up something here and give them great field position. I don't know what you do here, but maybe look like they're splitting some of the receivers out wide. So here we go.
Yep, wide receivers on each side of the field. Ibarra comes in motion. They're going to toss it to him. Flea flicker coming. Ibarra looking, throws it, and that's going to be well short on the throw. Intercepted by the Cardinals.
Wow. Wasn't able to get his seat. It was a pitch and pass, and a ball. He just wasn't able to get his feet set and threw the ball a little bit short and was picked off there, Steve. But, my goodness, we have given them some good field position here. So, defense, once again, you got to come up big.
I'll get the ball back at the plus 25-yard line on the interception. At the 25, first down and 10. Pottsville leads this game 21-14 out of the Diamond T. Potter, the fullback, they're not going to give it to him. They're going to give it to the man on the right side, and he's got nowhere to go. Good defense by the Apaches that time. Looked like it was Tyler Davis coming up and making the stop. Ball carrier was Washington. I think he lost a yard on the play back to the 26.
Yeah, good pursuit that time from the defensive end, and the linebackers and the corner did a good job keeping contained.
Pottsville's defense is winning some of the battles on the line of scrimmage now consistently. Landon Matthews in the backfield for the Cardinals. Richardson on the counter. The trap play crosses the 25 to the 24 and then stacked up by the Apache defense at the 24 after a short gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and almost 7. They're going to call at the 23-yard line. Big 3rd down here. Lane Richardson has the call from the sideline. Has Matthews in the backfield along with Potter and Evan Jackson on the right side. Watch where he goes. 3rd down and long. Richardson rolls to the right. He's going to keep it himself. Pottsville strings it out and then gets through the blocking to make the stop at the 19-yard line. I want to say that was Bryson Sanchez that came up and made the stop right at the 20. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Steve, defense has got to bow up here, Steve. Man, we need to stop and get the ball back. and let's run that clock out.
Wide out comes wide to the left side of the field. Oh, now they're making a substitution. I'm sorry. They are bringing Evan Jackson in. Play clock already down to 14. Cardinals come to the line of scrimmage. 4th down and 5. Pottsville with a 1-touchdown lead. Cardinals deep in Apache territory. Richardson under center. Gives it on the sweep, and that's going to be a 1st down and then some to Jackson. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line, but that play went for a big gain last time, and we weren't able to stop it this time.
Well, Steve, the key word is Jackson. We've been calling his name. He's the speedster on the field for the Harmony Grove Cardinals. And, man, that time, Steve, he just almost took it to the house.
Actually, Pottsville drug him down at the 5, but it's going to be 1st and goal to go from the 5. Gee, I noticed no penalties have been called with the red team handling the football in this half. What do you know? Richardson under center. Diamond T set. Richardson gives it to the left side. And it's going to be stopped short of the end zone at, where did they actually mark that down? At about the 3?
Yeah,
the 2.
Yeah, I think about the 2, Steve.
So pick up a 3 on the play. Pottsville clinging to a 21-14 lead. 6:39 left to go in the ball game. Quarterback Richardson has the play. 2nd down goal to go from the 2 for the Cardinals. Give it to the right side. Tackle made in the backfield. That's going to lose 2 yards on the play. Coming around to make that play for the Apaches was Tate Cobb. That's going to move the ball back to what I think was the original line of scrimmage at about the 5.
Yep.
The Apaches defense not making this easy. They're going to give progress back to the line of scrimmage, which will be the 2-yard line. 3rd down and goal to go from the 2. This snap's going to have to happen quickly. Richardson under center. He's going to keep it himself, goes to the left side. I don't think he got there. He did not get there. He stopped short of the goal line. The right side of the Apache line stopped him. It's going to be 4th and goal.
And I think it's 4th and inches, Steve. Or they might be right at the 1, but it looks like it's going to be 4th and inches. 1 foot line is what the PA announcer said.
Yep, and that, as I get my cheaters on it, that looks right. Gabe Wilmoth, the big man, comes in to block on the interior. I'm thinking Richardson's going to try to take it straight ahead. This might be one of those plays where maybe you just sell out and try to come right straight at the quarterback. 4th and goal to go inside the 1. Pottsville by a touchdown. It is Richardson. Did he get in the end zone? He did. Touchdown by Harmony Grove. Well, you gave him the short field at the 25. You've committed 14 penalties tonight, and Harmony Grove finally gets it into the end zone.
I was wondering if they were going to line up and go for 2, Steve, but they are going to kick it and try to just tie the ball game up.
Yep. Big kick coming here, too, by the way. The kicker for Harmony Grove is Luke McCormick. The officials, for some reason, have stopped play. I do not know why.
Steve, I talked to Luke McCormick's father at halftime at the concession stand.
Right.
His name is Travis McCormick, and he works for the Arkansas State Baptist Convention. And he used to be on staff at Second Baptist in Russellville for several years. But Travis had a chance to visit with him, and he told me about his son. He's actually the center for the Cardinals, but also he's the place kicker and the kicker. So he's going to have a chance here to tie the ball game up.
So the white hat rather leisurely walks over to the near sideline to talk to the Cardinal coach. I do not know what about. So now the Cardinals are going to take a timeout. I don't know why. So timeout on the field with 4:57 to go in the game. Pottsville 21, Cardinals 20, back in 30 seconds.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot, because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Tyson brings you the Arkansas Sports Network Player of the Week amongst the games covered by the network. And Brother Jim and Justin, we have the McNeely Plumbing Player of the Game to name for the Apaches tonight. At the moment, I'm not sure I wouldn't name the entire defense, because the defense for the Apaches has been on the field the entire second half practically.
They have, Steve.
Pottsville has had 2 possessions in this half. One was a 9-play drive, which was thwarted at the 36-yard line, and the other was a 3-play drive that ended in an interception. Pottsville has been penalty plagued tonight. In fact, I think all of the penalties have been on the offense, all 14 of them, but I'm not certain of that. We don't seem to be in any hurry to get this game going again. I don't know what's going on. Both teams are still on the sideline. The officials are in the end zone having a powwow. They don't have a microphone with communication to the press box, so I don't know what's going on. Pottsville has halfway out on the field asking what's going on. Let's see, the scoreboard appears to be working. Play clocks appear to be working. I would love to tell you why we're sitting here in a holding pattern. But now the Cardinals coach has come out, and he's picked up the kicking tee. Unsportsmanlike conduct called on Pottsville? Are you kidding me? What? Who knows? So now Harmony Grove is going to go for 2. I have absolutely no idea when that was called or what it was called for or why. Well, the Cardinals are going to gamble on the win here. Richardson, their quarterback. And he's going to take it, give it to the left side. He's going to walk into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So after the 15th penalty of the night, moves the ball half the distance to the goal after a long timeout, which we have no explanation on. Your new score, Harmony Grove 22, Pottsville 21, 4:57 left to go. We're back in 30 seconds.
Hey, Brett.
You made it.
Yeah.
Hey, Mole receivers, Mark and Antonio, they want to hear more about Fave Rates.
Oh, right. Well, with Farm Bureau Fave Rates, you get a great auto quote, plus local agents and fast, friendly claims.
Nice.
Hey.
Should we warn them?
Oh, that's broken.
Get great auto rates and local agents at favrates.com from Farm Bureau Insurance.
Sorry.
Totally worth it.
We're right next to the official press box, and I went over and asked them what was the unsportsmanlike conduct call on. They didn't know. So I asked, why did they just stop play? And we don't know that either. So I can tell you that Harmony Grove was basically gifted a 2-point conversion, and they lead at 22-21. Well, got to say, Brother Jim, this is as good a home cooking job as I've seen in a while.
Well, Steve, it's the most flags I've ever witnessed.
McCormick with a long kick to the left side. The Apaches have it. Return up to the 30-yard line, the 31, and then driven back to the 30. The returner for Pottsville was Carter Gittinger. Landon Matthews made the initial hit. I think they're probably going to spot him right at the 30-yard line.
Well, Steve, this is where our offense, man, we got to execute. We don't need the penalties. Let's just get the ball down the field, find the end zone.
Let's scrap the flea flicker. And Pottsville has 4 minutes and 51 seconds to overcome a 1-point deficit. So 1st and 10 Apaches. Well, if you weren't fired up as a player for Pottsville, you should be now. Nason under center. Motion man, toss sweep for Pottsville. Atkins turns the corner at the 30, gets up the field to the 35 to the 36-yard line. Wilmoth on the tackle, big number 71. Boy, he has played a whale of a ball game.
Oh, Steve, he has.
We're going to make it a pickup of 6 to the 36 and call it 2nd and 4. Second down, Pottsville at their own 37-yard line. Toss sweep to Ibarra coming to the near side. Turns the corner at the 35, falls ahead to the 39-yard line before being tackled at the 39. Tackle made by Tristan Hogan. Pickup of 2. It's going to be 3rd down and about 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, manageable, Steve. And what we need to do, just pick up the 1st down, and let's play for another 4 downs.
Yeah, keep the drive alive. 3:48 left to go in the ball game. Eli Nason at the line of scrimmage, which is the 39. 3rd down and 2. Give it straight ahead across the 40 to the 41-yard line. This is going to be close. Power run by Sanchez. The spot, well, for once, is generous in the Apaches' favor. They give it to the 42-yard line. And that will be an heirloom legal 1st down for the Apaches.
There we go. It's what we needed, Steve.
Maybe a little momentum builder.
Yeah. 3:32 left in the ball game.
Pottsville takes it on the counter. Crossing the 45 to the 46. Still fighting across the 47. That's either Ibarra or Sanchez, the way they're fighting.
Yeah, it's big 25.
That's Ibarra. Nico Ibarra gets out to the 49-yard line. Pickup of 6.
Nico said something to the official. I don't know what he said, but I think there was probably some extracurricular activity that was going on, Steve, in that when he was tackled.
Jackson Furr goes wide to the left. Colby Stevenson in the slot to the left. They're going to do the flanker screen to Stevenson. He's going to have yards across midfield. 1st down at the 45, driven out of bounds at the 43-yard line. That's going to be another heirloom legal 1st down for the Apaches.
There we go. Come on.
I'm going to spot him at the 43-yard line. You're going to get to see that play again, courtesy of Cole Construction on the replay. That was a nice throw and catch. That flanker screen has worked a couple of times tonight for the Apaches.
Steve, it has, and that's what we need to do. We just, those jet sweeps, quick screens, that's moving the ball.
Still 2:34 left to go in the ball game. Pottsville has it on the Haskell side of the field. Toss sweep near side. Ibarra, the ball carrier, makes a man miss at the 48, brings it ahead, at the 44, brings it ahead to the 41-yard line. Pickup of about 2. Pottsville needs to speed up just a little bit.
Yeah. That was a tough 2 yards for Ibarra, man. He took a pretty good hit on that one, but he bounces up and looks like he's ready to go again.
2:10 and counting left to go in the game. Harmony Grove by 1. Jackson Furr wide to the left. Colby Stevenson in the slot. They're going to do the flanker screen again, except that's going to fall incomplete. I'm pretty sure that was a forward pass. Yeah,
it was. About
3 of the officials all wave incomplete pass at the same time. We had a good look down the line, and that ball was definitely thrown forward. So that will stop the clock with 1:57 left to go. I'm wondering what kind of field goal range you have with Charlie Garon. I would say maybe 30 yards, so you probably have to get the ball to the 23. 3rd down and 8 from the 41, so job 1 is pick up the 1st down. Ibarra takes the snap, turns the corner, pitches. Coming to the near side across the 35. Ibarra gets inside the 33 to the 32. He may have a 1st down on that carry.
Steve, I think so. It's going to be close. Let's see what they say here, but it looks like a 1st down.
Now, I don't have a good angle on this one, so we'll have to wait for the white hat. He says that is an heirloom legal 1st and 10 for the Apaches.
There you go. That's what we need.
So that's going to be at the 33-yard line.
1 minute and 50 seconds left in the ball game?
A minute 50. Pottsville has 2 timeouts remaining. Both teams have 2 timeouts. I wonder if Pottsville was called on some kind of sideline infraction on that penalty. Apaches run to the line of scrimmage. Now they step back, and we're going to have a timeout called by Pottsville, I think. Timeout Apaches with a minute 49 to go in the game. 22-21. Haskell leads it back in 30 seconds.
Let's go, Dr. K, let's go. Braces are Invisalign, let's go. Let's go, Dr. K, let's go. Trust her as your ortho, let's go. Let's go, Dr. K, let's go.
So Pottsville uses one of their 2 timeouts there. They are down to 1. From the 33-yard line after the Heirloom Legal 1st and 10, we still have a player of the game to pick. Pottsville has it 1st and 10. Counter play coming to the near side, met at the hole. Running back fights his way forward, maybe got to the 31-yard line, but Pottsville's got to hustle.
Oh man, there's a lot of stuff happening right now. Number 60 for Harmony Grove actually just put a foot in the helmet of one of our players, and the officials missed it. I mean, those guys are out there playing some nasty football right now.
Minute 23 to go in the ball game. 2nd down and 10 for the Apaches. Toss sweep coming to Stevenson. He gets tackled in the backfield. Got back to the line of scrimmage, but basically no gain on the play. Ball is still at the 33-yard line. Pottsville only has 1 timeout left. 3rd down and long, 3rd and 9 from the Cardinal 32-yard line. Shotgun snap to Nason. He's under pressure, and he's going to get sacked back at the 40-yard line. Caden Harmony came on the blitz. Pottsville did not pick it up, and he's sacked back at the 40-yard line. That's going to be a loss of about 10 on the play. 4th down and forever coming for the Apaches. Timeout on the field. I think Pottsville has called their last timeout. That was a good defensive play by Harmony Grove.
Steve, it was. I'm telling you, but it brings up 4th and 21 or something like that?
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and, I want to say 4th and 21. Pottsville's got to get the ball all the way down to the 24 to the 23-yard line.
Yeah. This is the ball game play right here, Steve. But
yep.
I'm going to tell you, Steve, you're right on the officiating. You just look at the number of penalties against Pottsville and the number against Harmony Grove, and it is way too lopsided. Way too lopsided.
15-3.
Wow.
Unofficially, of course. And I guess the one that really drives me nuts was that unsportsmanlike conduct call after the officials had called a timeout and went and talked. Then they decided to throw a penalty against Pottsville, and that's what allowed Harmony Grove to go for the 2-point conversion. So Pottsville has it, 4th down and long. Big play coming here from their 40. They've got to get to the 23. Nason in the shotgun, back to pass. Looking over the middle, still looking. Now under pressure, sends it up over the middle. And all kinds of contact before the ball got there. No whistle, of course, and it falls incomplete at the 15-yard line. And Harmony Grove is going to pick up the conference win with a little help from their friends. Yeah, that's kind of unbelievable. Well, I do believe at this time the McNeely Plumbing Player of the Game, Nico Ibarra, perhaps. I think that's unanimous. We're going to name Nico Ibarra, the Pottsville Apache McNeely Plumbing Player of the Game. Harmony Grove should give their Player of the Game to the officials.
No kidding. Wow.
38 and 2/10 seconds left to go. Harmony Grove leads it by 1. Pottsville cannot stop the clock. And after some amazing home cooking, Harmony Grove is going to defeat the Pottsville Apaches by a final score of 22-21. We'll come back and wrap it up after this 2-minute timeout.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Gen Z is a stall generation.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full time.
While I work full time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Back at Harmony Grove with one of the finest examples of home cooking I have ever seen in football, and I've been doing it here since 1985, as Haskell Harmony Grove wins it 22-21. Our McNeely Plumbing Player of the Game is Nico Ibarra, who is over 100 yards rushing for the Apaches. Now for Pottsville, they actually led this game at the half 21-14. We only had one touchdown in that second half of play. Pottsville did have one touchdown taken off on a penalty flag, and the Apaches' inability to score in the second half really put the defense behind the gun.
You know, Steve, one of the things to me, and you said it, I've been involved in football ever since I was in the 5th grade, and you know, there's penalties that's going to be called because these players, they do make mistakes. But we talked about how lopsided the penalties were tonight, and that's one of those things that really killed us tonight. You know, if we make mistakes, okay, we make them. But, Steve, what was the penalty count again?
I unofficially had it as them with 3, us with 15 or 16.
I think it was 16. 16-3. And so you know the flags are getting thrown against you, and we're watching it from up here, and there were so many times we had a big question mark. What are they calling? What are they calling? But you know, we're up here, they're down there, and so it is. But that really was the difference in the ballgame tonight, was those yellow flags.
So back home to John Needham Stadium next Friday night. The Apaches will take on Little Rock Hall. Brother Jim, appreciate your work tonight.
All right, Steve, thank you. And Justin, it's good to be back in the booth, Steve.
Justin Smith, also our video producer, appreciate his work. Madeline Boyd was our camera girl, getting you the shots for tonight's game. My name is Stephen Glenn. Once again, the Apaches fall just short, 22-21 to Harmony Grove. Thanks for your time. This time, till next time, so long, everybody.